What's up, guys? This is Noxus1, and today I'm making a commentary. And this is a commentary about pumas1009. I think personally he's been one of my favorite players in Uncharted 3. I practically watched all of his live matches, and obviously, you might be thinking, why am I making a commentary about him? And simply, let's put it this way. This guy, I don't think gets much credit for his leadership and his skill. First of all, I think this guy has one of the best aims in the game of all time. And I'm not saying he has the best aim, I'm just saying he has one of the best aims. So before people start commenting like with their opinions about what they think of him and saying like, oh, he's not the best, so there's people that have better aims than him. So make sure you listen to me closely when I say one of the best and the best, because I called him one of the best. He has one of the best aims, not the best. So don't start crying and start commenting shit. But this is why I want to make a commentary about him. I think he's really underrated. I don't think he gets much credit, and I think he deserves some credit for his great leadership, for his great skills and his tactics, and the way he plays the maps. He has really strong knowledge of the maps, and I think that's what some players, that other players lack. Personally, in my opinion, I think this is what made Ares great, is because he knew how to control the map, and he knew how to play the maps the way they should be played. And I think that's the best part. I think what I found about him is that was the best thing about him. And he's aggressive. He's not that kind of player that just stays back or goes after the idol constantly. He's trying to always kill and kill. He was a slayer of the team practically, while his other team members was the ones that would always try to get idol. I'm not saying he never, for example, this match, it's a plunder match. And obviously, like right now you see him being aggressive. He's not going for the idol. He's trying to kill off the other people. So when they kill off, then they can pursue the idol. And obviously he's letting his team get the idol. That's what he's trying to do right here. He's not going for the idol. He doesn't care about the idol. He cares about getting them off the spawn so they can plan the idol. And that's what he's trying to do. And I think that's the beauty. That's the beauty of him as a player. That he is. It's just a phenomenal. Look his aim. Like, you can't tell me this guy has a bad aim. You really can't. I mean, he really had one of the best aims in the game. He was easily one of the best UMG players of all time. I'll put him in top 5. And that's just my own opinion. You can disagree with me. You may have your own top 5 UMG players of all time. But, I have my own top 5. And he's definitely in that top 5. And if we're talking specifically about UMG, he's definitely in that top 5. And just watching this gameplay right now shows to me yet again that this guy, and I've seen this gameplay before, and he's a beast. He's a beast, and he knows how to really control the map, and he doesn't slow. He doesn't slow down. He keeps on going. He keeps on going. He keeps rushing. He keeps being aggressive, and that's the beauty of this play. This is what a lot of players nowadays lack. And that's the aggression. I think it's the only player that I can think of that can be aggressive and really go into the battles and not try to be scared of going face to face and all that kind of shit. It's probably Alan Saba is probably the only player that I know of that is not scared of rushing and not scared of being aggressive and not scared to help the team, because he's always been a slayer. Alan always used to be, always been a slayer, and he's always He always tries to rush and get as many kills as he can, so his team can plan his idol. He was never an objective player. Same with Pumas. I don't think he's an objective player. Obviously, some people might disagree with me, but from videos that I've seen him in, and from the videos that I've watched him in, he wasn't really an objective player. And he was always going for those kills. He was always trying to let his team do his objective stuff. And he will be the one who will try his best to get as many kills and get as many people he can get for the team to plan his idol. obviously, like, you see him throw the idol and stuff, but he would never carry it. He would never try to, like, aim for it, to plant it, because he knows his team can do that while he's trying to get the kills. And that's most of the plan there. Objective is the same thing. Objective is even more aggressive, I think. I mean, Planted and Objective are two modes that are aggressive. TDM always been kind of campy, so, but even TDM, I think, like, personally, me, even in TDM, I try to rush. Especially if you're winning. If you're winning and it's a good score, and you're winning by like 6-7 kills, I try to rush a little bit. Because when you have that confident score, you can rush and be more aggressive. But in TDM, normally teams do camp, because that's some reason that's how you play TDM. But Objective Plan always be being aggressive. It's all about aggression. It's all about being aggressive. All about being as aggressive as you could be, and try to get as many kills as you can, but also not forgetting about the objective thing. Because if end of the day, yes, it's an aggressive mode, but end of the day you have to play objective as well, because it's not TGM end of the day. But this guy has insane aim, like you see, I came across Puma like what, two years ago, I would say. 2 years ago I came across Puma. So I haven't even known him for that long, I came across him 2 years ago. I've been playing this game since 2011, since the beta, and I've never heard of Pumas until 2 years ago. And it's crazy. I know some people will be like, how can you know who Ares are? How can you know who Pumas is? How can you know who is Messi is, and Supreme, and fucking Al Qadim, and Q, and all those guys? How you don't know? You don't know anything. And I'm like, well, I think, I knew the guys like Sergio Pro, I knew the guys like Ibiza Twist, Miracle, Santi, Ivan Style, and so on, Kerry Iker, and Sandro Poli, and all those legends, So I knew about those guys because I got interested in Uncharted, around, I got interested in Uncharted videos around 2000, I would say 2012, 2013, that's when I really started searching videos about Uncharted on YouTube. And I always found, like, obviously videos of Sergio, videos of like old clans, the clans like Get Positive and Phoenix and all those guys, So obviously Pumas and all those guys weren't like obviously known back then, when I started searching Uncharted, they weren't even probably uploading Uncharted videos. Obviously they got popular around 2014, 2015, and 2013 when UMG was really alive and it was being played by many teams, and it was a really popular. I don't want to call it mode, but it was a really popular thing to do. I guess in a way, UMG was a thing. UMG was where all pro players would get together and play against each other. And obviously nowadays it's called East Hub. It's changed from UMG to East Hub, and it's funny, but Uncharted 3 is still alive to this day. It's still being played. It's still being, East Hub is still somewhat alive, and there's still tons of people that play Uncharted 3, which is a great thing. I'm glad Uncharted 3 is still alive. It's an old game now, but it's still being played, and that's happy to see. But end of the day, I'm showing Pumas just for people to really to show to you people what type of skilled player he is. Like, really, watching this gameplay right now shows to me that. And if Pumas does see this, don't worry, dude. I'm using your content, I know, but I'm not like selling it. I'm not gaining any profit from this video, so don't worry about this video. I mean, I hope Pumas is not gonna have a problem with this if he sees this, but if he does, obviously I have to delete this video. But I wanted to show you the guys who people who don't know who Pumas is. This is Pumas. I think he's one of the best, one of the most underrated players out there, and I think that, like I said many times before now, to many other people and to people that have talked about UMG players, I think Pumas is definitely doesn't get enough credit for his insane aim and his incredible knowledge of the maps, I think, and the way he's careful. Like, you don't see him. You see him going face to face, but you don't see him. How can I say this? Like, when he sees that there's too many players around him. He doesn't go and tries to kill all of them. You know, he runs and looks for the best possible way to kill them without, you know, because if there's too many players, what a normal player would go and rush all of them. You know what I mean? So if he knows there's a lot of players, he's trying to look for the way to find a way to kill them all, but in a more sneaky way. If you know what I mean? He's also really sneaky playing. This is what I haven't mentioned about him. He's also sneaky, and when he knows it's too much danger around him, he's trying to be sneaky and careful. And that's what a lot of players nowadays like, is being careful and being sneaky. Nowadays players just going face to face just to prove that they're good when it comes to face and all that kind of shit. And at the end of the day, it doesn't prove anything. Face to face doesn't prove anything, and I've told this many times before. Obviously, outslaying another player is important, I think, you know, but I don't think it's the most important thing. When you're playing UMG, sub, whatever, you know, or even 1v1s, I don't think it's the most important thing. You can win with having bad face to face, but just being tactical and rely more on your movements than on your aim. I think your aim is important, but I think your movements are also important. And obviously Puma's aim is ridiculous, and I mean, I don't think he relies too much on his movements because his aim is too good. I mean, look at his aim. It's mostly, for the most part, it's always on point. And I don't think a lot of people could disagree with me on that. I mean, his aim for the most part is really on point. And this is why I like him as a player. I like how aggressive he is because I'm as a player, I'm also aggressive, and I like seeing aggressive players. They have balls, you know, to really go after people and not be scared of getting killed. And that's it's good to have such a great player like him. And plus, he has like 3 jobs he has to do when he plays. He's a leader. He has to tell players what to do and where to go and how to act in certain matches. As a leader, that's what you have to do. And obviously, he's aggressive. He has to be aggressive. He has to be consistent. He has to be aggressive. He has to rush. He has to make sure the other team doesn't kill his team. You know, and that the other team can do their job while he's going around and killing everybody. And that's what kind of Messi does as well. Messi and I think Pumas was like the ones that were like the most players in the team from what I've seen, you know, and White Greek, you know, and he was mostly, I feel like from what I've seen, he's mostly an objective player. He doesn't get as many kills from what I noticed. I might be wrong, but from what I've noticed, he doesn't get as many kills as Pumas or Messi does. Obviously, Numsy, I think, was a part of the clan once, and Numsy, for me, always tends to be as well the most objective player. He wasn't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but Numsy's aim is not the best. I sometimes wondered why Numsy even was in the teams in the East Hub, because his aim wasn't all that. You know, I know some players nowadays that could easily smack him in a 1v1, you know, and it wouldn't even be a challenge for some of the players. But I think what Numsy did have that was really important to the teams is his objective style. His objective style, he's always been an objective player. And I'm not saying he has a bad aim, but he didn't have like the best aim. If we're comparing Aries, I mean, Pumas and Messi by far, like, one of the best aims, one of the most dirty, nastiest aims in the game. And Numsy was just more of an objective player, not objective slayer, that was a wrong was to use, but objective. He was more of an objective player, so his aim, obviously, he had to rely on his aim as well. Like every player in Uncharted, you have to rely on your aim as well. But he was more of an objective player, so even if you didn't kill somebody, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I feel like if Pumas and Messi were bad slayers, it would obviously, it would be a huge effect on the team. Obviously, there always has to be at least 2 slayers in the team and 1 objective player, and that's what 3T had as well. I mean, NQ was objective. NQ was a guy who was objective player in 3T, I believe. So, every team has to have 1 objective player, so it doesn't get as many kills and tries to play. And it's fine because NQ had more kills than him and Al Qadim had similar kills. And I think that's a beauty of this game, is that end of the day you can't really Wow, 11:33. Jesus. But it's that's the beauty of this game is that um, it it can be it can be a really like this game. You can't rely on just yourself. Okay, you know what I mean? Like Call of Duty, for example. Yes, in every single game, teamwork matters. Okay, but in Call of Duty, you could possibly go 1v4 in like Search and Destroy, for example. You could easily survive 1v4 and kill all 4 players by yourself. In this game, it's impossible to do that. Fortunately, it really is. If you're playing against a really good team, and like 3T, for example, I think it would be extremely hard to win. And that's just my own opinion. That's my outlook. My look on this is that I think it's really hard. And same with Weigrick. Like I said, he's an objective player, but he got more skills in this. But I think that's the beauty of this game is that it's really teamwork. It really is, and it's all about teamwork. If you don't have a good teamwork in this, and you don't have good strategies, you're not gonna survive long in UMG East Hub. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Your aim wouldn't even matter that much, and that's just the truth. You might hate me for saying this, but it's the truth. Without teamwork, you're not gonna last long as a team. And I think the most important thing, what I liked about Ares, they probably had arguments, they probably had a few fights and like that, but they always stayed as a team. They always tried to talk things over, after arguing. And I think most of the teams do that. When they argue, they try to talk over because they know, as a team, they're good. As a team, they're good. They just have little things they need to fix about themselves, and that's it. And I think mature players would always talk it out instead of be like, oh, you know what, fuck you, I'm leaving the team, and that's it. That's immature. Mature players will always talk over things, and if they know they're good together, and they know they can play really good together, they will not leave each other. That's just how it is, and this is why I think Ares became one of the best clans in the game. It's because it's obviously one of the reasons Pumas, because of his great leadership and his great skill as a player, and obviously Messi for his amazing slay as well, and Weigrick for his amazing objective play, and also his slaying, to be fair as well. I think this is why they lasted for this long as a team, and I think it's why they became one of the best teams in Uncharted history. Nothing can change that. But I think Ares, for me personally, probably was the best UMG team, possibly. I mean, that's just my opinion. It's arguable. Obviously, some people think 3T was the best UMG team ever, but I have to disagree in that. I prefer Ares over 3T, just because of the play, just the ways that all three of them play. I just love it. As a team, they're really incredible, really strong, and I mean, it shows right in this match how strong they are. I mean, they easily destroyed 3T, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, Alcademia and Q got positive scores, but, it still doesn't change the fact they got destroyed. End of the day, Plunder is not all about getting kills. It's about planting that fucking idol, and that's what it is, and that's what they did the best, and that's how they did it better than 3T in this match. They were playing as a team. They knew probably their weaknesses. They probably they knew 3T's weaknesses, and they knew how to dominate the map. They knew how to dominate the map, and I can tell they really practiced this map a lot by watching this. They really did practice this map, and they tried their very best to know the spawns. Obviously, the spawns of the idols are really important. Before you play and you play the match, you should know the spawns. Because if you don't know the spawns, then you're not ready. So obviously knowing the spawns for the idols, they already knew that. They already knew how to play the map. They were just a better team in this match than 3T. 3T did really bad, I think. Obviously, getting kills, 3T always, normally they always were good at getting kills, I think. They were always getting enough kills, and they not tend to go positive most of the time. So they never had they never had really bad scores, but they, not always really tried being more objective and have a bad teamwork, I guess, because in this match they had terrible teamwork, I can tell, and it didn't help them. It didn't help them. So, but anyways, guys, this has been a 20 minutes commentary. But like I said before, I think Pumas is one of the most underrated players that doesn't get much credit. I think you should go to his channel and support his channel, because So the guy is just incredible. And not only that, but I think he's a really nice human being. I've listened to some of his videos, and just by his voice, I can tell he's a nice human being. All of us rage, all of us rage. All of us have bad days, and sometimes we can really hurt somebody by saying something. But I think, end of the day, he was a nice guy. Just from hearing his voice, I can tell he's a nice guy in heart. And he seems like he would not hurt anybody unless somebody hurts him or his team or whatever, then he will hurt you. But that's what he seems like to me. And I don't know. I mean, I wish I could have maybe a commentary with this guy, because I would love to know more about him and more about Aries. I think he's a great guy. From what I heard as well from some other people, I heard that he's a great guy. And I would love if there was a chance to make a commentary with him and talk to him about a podcast or something. That would be incredible to do. But I think this guy is one of the best players, guys. I think he deserves a lot. Everything that happened to him in this game and Uncharted 4, he deserved it. I mean, he's one of the Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4 legends as well, and he always will be remembered as one of the greatest players that ever, ended up in Uncharted and came up in Uncharted, whatever you want to say. I mean, however you want to say it. But I think he is truly incredible, and he could easily inspire any Uncharted player to become better, and he really deserves wherever he received and got in those two games. He worked his ass off with his team. He chose the right players for his team, and he made it, and he's always going to be remembered. But thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. I'll try to make more of these commentaries, but I hope you enjoyed anyways. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll try to expand my channel like I used to say that before. I'll try to expand my channel with more other, with other videos, and I'll try to stream some other games as well on my channel if I can. But so far, I'm enjoying uploading Uncharted 3 at the moment still, and I just enjoy playing Uncharted 3, so I enjoy uploading Uncharted 3. And I probably will obviously stop uploading Uncharted 3 when Uncharted 3 dies. I think that's what's when I really get tired of this game, when I extremely get tired of this game, and it's funny because I've been playing this game since 2011 and I'm still not tired of it. It's crazy, I know, but this game is that good. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Go check out the Pumas show, pumas1009 channel. He has great videos he uploads, and make sure to check him out. He's one of the best players, and I think he deserves more credit and more subscribers than he got. He's a great guy, great player. Check him out. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.